Today we're going to talk baby registries, all right? I want to help you get yours right the first time, okay? Let's jump in and look at a baby registry on Amazon, talk about the items. So jumping right in, we have this first item, which is a boba baby wrap carrier. I like a wrap carrier, so for me, that's a win. Next, we have the Fisher-Price playmat. I would try to find something more affordable than $50, and also a quilt on the ground with some toys works too. You don't have to have the formal activity mat. Next, we have a bouncer seat. So this isn't a bad price. You can find them more affordable for more like $30 or $40, but you can also find luxury ones that are like $200. So this one kind of looks luxury without the luxury price tag. So I respect that. I typically don't like a lot of seats for baby, like swing and bouncer and bumbo and this and that. But if there is one that I would get, it would be the bouncer. So for me, not a bad choice. Next, we have a diaper caddy. I like a diaper caddy. We had one very similar to this. Now, this one has like a felt style to it. The felt can be a little floppy, so I would actually recommend getting something a little bit more structured. Now, is a diaper caddy essential? Technically, no, but is anything really essential? No. Overall, I like a diaper caddy because of organization and keeping things just as you want them. So for me, that is a win. Next, we have some like Pampers Aqua wipes or water wipes, but not water wipes brand. So when it comes to wipes, it's up to you, but wipes are an essential. So great job on registering for that. Then we have Aquaphor. I like Aquaphor. I feel like it can do a lot of things for you, for baby. Yeah, I think it's a very universal item. A bottle drying rack. I hate these. I dislike them. I didn't do a lot of bottles though. I directly nursed my babies, but to me, you can dry bottles just on a towel. And then if you're like, no, they always fall off and they fall on the ground. Okay, get out a mixing bowl, put a towel in the mixing bowl, throw the bottles in. Like, you don't need to buy this item that then sits out on your countertop for literally the next like 3 years. Because if you have multiple children and maybe you do the bottle beyond a year, it's just this like permanent fixture in your kitchen and it's just clutter and plastic and not a need, in my opinion. This little whale or shark, whatever it is, it's a bath thermometer. I don't think that's necessary. Put your hand in the water, move it around, feel it, you'll be all right, okay? Then we got some Eucerin baby lotion. Great, I like things that are clean and fragrance free as much as possible. Then we got some Philips Avent pacifiers. Some babies love these, some don't. It's up to you what kind of passy you go with, and if you just wanna pick one and stick with one, or if you wanna try different options. It can get a little confusing if you try different options, but you do you and you do what works for your baby. Next, we have some fitted crib sheets. So I love these. I believe it's the crib sheet itself. I don't think it's a mattress protector or anything like that. It says soft white. So I love that. I love a neutral, like basics, like sheets, neutral, sleep sacks, neutral, things that can be used for multiple children. I love them to be neutral. That's a win for me, and it's a very practical item. Then we got the Love to Dream Swaddle Up. So again, they went gray. These all might be gray. Yeah, it's like they're swaddled, but they still have some stretchability, I believe, in this one. Now, I will say it is a newborn size, so that's only 5 to 8.5 pounds. I would see if maybe you could do the next size up, because literally one of my babies was born bigger than that. So be careful getting too many things that are for like itty bitty little newborns. This could fit them for a day or two. Get that next size up, all right? Unless you know you're gonna have a preemie. That would be a different situation. And that's one thing I want to emphasize right now. You can do your baby registry tailored to you and your baby and your circumstances, all right? I love to help mamas with that. Okay, today I'm doing a random one. I don't know this mama. So when I make statements, I don't know where they're coming from. If you are interested, I can help you specifically. What we do is a questionnaire and I learn about you. Do you have stairs? Do you plan to breastfeed? Are you going to send them to daycare? What items do you need for you and your lifestyle? All right, we all know babies come with some unknowns, but sometimes we do know things. Like we do know that there's a likelihood your baby is gonna be a preemie or be born small. There is a likelihood of that with like twins, you know, things like that. So if you're interested in learning more, check out the link down in the description or comment, tell me more, and I'll get in touch with you about my services and helping you with your specific baby registry. All right, let's keep going. So then we've got the car seat cover, car seat that goes on top of this. We have these in our vehicle and I do like them to protect the seat. Okay, car seats can be a little rough on them and it's just a little bit of a barrier just to kind of protect your seat. Then we have the car mirror. So you can do a mirror, this is 20 bucks, or you can get one that is a screen and a camera. So the camera faces baby, you see the screen up in front. I don't know of any like limitations driving wise, safety wise of doing that, if that's worse or better than the mirror. But you can get those cameras for like 40 bucks. So it's not not that big of a difference in price. And also they can be a split screen so you can see 2 kids at once, which is an advantage if you have 2 kids close together or twins. Then we have a Graco Easy Turn 360 convertible car seat. When it comes to car seats, you can start a newborn in the kind that has, the bar across the top and it comes out of the base. Or you can do something like this. Now, the disadvantage to a car seat like this, when you go to a restaurant, when you go to any sort of shop or just anywhere, you have to unbuckle baby and carry your baby in. So you might be a little more dependent on carriers like the wrap carrier, because sometimes you just need baby to not be in your arms when you're running errands and you're out and about. I liked having people call it like a bucket, I feel like a pumpkin or a bucket seat or something. I don't know. People call it different names, but like the infant carrier that unclips out of the base. I was a fan of that. I would go that route again. If I had a baby, I would not do like a convertible car seat for an infant. Now, if you want to register for the next size up car seat, sure, absolutely. Or maybe when they're like 6 months old to a year, putting them in this, okay, yes. But when they're just itty bitty, I like to be able to take them into places in the car seat sometimes, okay? Think it through, picture yourself on your day-to-day and what makes sense and what's going to work for you, okay? When you go grocery shopping, where are you putting baby? Are you putting the whole car seat in the cart, or would you rather just have them in the wrap? If you're just running here, there, anywhere, what makes sense for you? Alrighty, next we have some sunshades for in the car. We did not choose to get these, but if you want them, go for it. If you don't, skip it. Totally up to you. And also, if you live in a really hot state, like say California or Arizona, something like that, maybe it would be more essential. Then we have some safety locks for cabinets. Up to you how much you want a baby proof and how much you don't. That is completely up to you. We have a bath toy organizer. So you don't have to have this, but if you are going to get bath toys, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have. Now, I prefer not to get a ton of bath toys in the first place. Give them a couple cups in the bathtub and call it a day. Next, we have a dishwasher basket. So this holds bottle parts and pacifiers, anything that you want to put in the dishwasher that's small and might fall. So this basically just helps not lose pieces. It does make sense if you're going to use the dishwasher for baby things and you're going to have small baby pieces and parts. Now, did I have one? No, because we didn't use bottles very often. So not everyone needs this item. Next, we've got a 10-piece package of bows. So when it comes to bows, I like solid colors and I like very basic. I don't like a lot of pattern. Some outfits will come with a bow, so there you go on that. But overall, I like very neutrals. I like the creams and the grays and things that are just gonna match any outfit. I also recommend getting ones that are very like soft as far as the strap part that goes around their head. Okay, you don't want one that's too tight of an elastic. Then we have the Frida Baby Cradle Cap Brush. So if your baby has cradle cap, this is nice to have, but your baby might not get cradle cap. So this could be something you wait on. It could be something you get just in case and save for maybe a future child as well. I recommend you go cheap on this item because it's not that important and it doesn't last for that long as far as the duration that you need it. Then we have some pacifier wipes. I think these are kind of silly. I don't think they're the most practical thing. Rinse the passy under a sink, just don't drop it on the ground. I would, instead of spending money on this, I would spend money on pacifier clips to clip it to their outfit. That's my preference. And then we have the Aveeno Baby Moisture Body Wash. Okay, so this is body wash and shampoo. It's a 2-in-1. I like Aveeno in general. I like clean. I like just things that are mild on baby skin. All right, and that is the last item on this baby registry. I hope this helped you get a little bit of clarity on some different baby items. If you are interested in my services, go ahead and check for a link down in the description or comment. Tell me more. I love to work with expecting mamas. I want to help you curate the best baby registry possible. Okay, we want to eliminate things we don't need. Clutter, wastefulness, We also want to remember items that are essential and make sure we are getting those for baby, okay? Diapers, stroller, car seat, the true essentials. Check out some other videos on my channel where I go through registries just like this and I will go over different items. If any of these items piqued your interest, they will also be linked down in the description as well as in the first pinned comment. I look forward to hopefully working with you in the near future. Until then, have a wonderful day.